Hello, 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 hello. So, I just drove 150 miles, a little more than that. Definitely more than that, but whatever. So, what a pain in the butt, man. I used to love driving. I still do, but not taking your friend somewhere. It was okay. We talked and all, but pain in the ass. Boy, it was hot in Philadelphia today. Compared to here, must have just rained. There's lots of puddles and stuff, but it was raining or whatever. So, woo, a lot cooler around here than it was in Philadelphia. I feel bad, you know. I'm dying to do my live streams, but I can't do that while I'm driving. I feel like I let you guys down. But I gotta do the favor for my friend. That's all there is to it. Gotta put my glasses on. Caitlin, yo, 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 yo. Hot down where you are, huh? Philly was always hot. Philadelphia was always hot. And I lived there quite a while in my life, and that Philadelphia would go up to like 100 degrees. You know, that was a possibility during summer. Maybe a couple days 100 plus. Danielle, yo, yo, yo. I just drove 150 miles, Danielle. Just got back. My poor dog, he's probably got a poopy. I let him out at the rest stops, but he's too shy. He did a little tinkle, but so we're back home. Wow, 100 is 150. No, 150 miles. 150. More than that, but I'm not bitching. So, yeah, dude bought me a hamburger, gave me gas money, tolls. That's all you could ask, you know. I've had fun just rapping with the dude, you know. Just trying to be a regular guy. You know, I used to get nervous when I saw the numbers go up on my thing. But I just have to be myself and just talk about normal stuff, man. Not put on some sort of act. At least that's what I'm going to push for. You know, that's going to be my thing. When people tune me in, they might say, well, at least this guy's just down to earth and he's pretty much talks about normal things. And from what the audience can tell is he's truthful. You know, that's all I ask for. So Danielle had a good lunch today. Good for you. Dude bought me a hamburger. I used to live on hamburgers. Threw a couple onions on there, a little bit of ketchup. Yum yum. I was so hungry from that long ride, I devoured it in like 30 seconds. It was gone. Gave my dog some. So, but yeah, it was okay. Ooh, I stuck a couple Twinkies in the glove department. I forgot about them. Devil dogs. You like devil dogs? I love devil dogs, man. Something about them. That and a nice tall glass of milk. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, 150 miles. Probably gonna maybe go to the park a little bit later where I normally walk my son. Go to the park. He hates the car, man. He can do it, but he hates the car. I can hear him keep, like, you know how you roll over in bed? Well, that's what he was doing. He was, like, switching sides in the back seat. Okay, well, never had him. At least you let me know, right? I won't bring that up to you again. So, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm probably just gonna let the doggy walk around where I live around this area. It's secluded roads and all. He's got plenty of space to do what he's got to do, you know. And then I'm probably going to go to the park. That's where I start really letting it loose with my thoughts, and I could be down to earth with you guys. I'm always down to earth, but I'm trying to just let loose and make pretend that like nobody's even there, and I'm just saying my thoughts. You know what I'm saying, Kate? You still with us, Danielle? Usually this house here, they have a big Rottweiler, but I'm going to try to hurry past. Don't want to make the doggy bark, because I know them and I'm friends with them. I try to be polite. They look like really down to earth people, like the kind of people that would pull up on the chopper, have like a truck, you know, rugged. But they're cool, man, totally. Typical mountain folk. I went down to this like a truck depot today. That's where my friend left his truck there and went down and picked it up. And I was gonna do video of that, but geez, that was boring. Just a bunch of sweeper trucks and a couple plows. You know, the heck with that. At least I got my phone charged, right? That's one positive thing. Had the damn phone plugged in the whole ride. Here, check this. I got some deer right here. You seeing that shit? Sorry. It's hard to walk. The dog's pulling me. Whoops. I'm fouling something up. Anyway. Some dude might supposed to greet me, maybe. I doubt it. So, good. So I just want to keep talking anyway. There's doggy. So, man, I hate to leave dead airspace, but I'm just trying to be myself. But, you know, and I'll try to talk about something interesting, but I'll keep it going, man. Just give me a few minutes. I'm winding down from that damn ride. So I have a dog leash that disappeared. Don't know where it went, this dog leash. I bought like 5 of them, and I'm down to 1. But I think I know where the other ones are. They were never used. I was looking for them for the past couple days, and I couldn't find them. But I just got to look harder. So I lost my usual one, and I'm down to this one now. So kind of, well, I'll show you. Kind of, I'm down to 1. Oh, there he goes pointing. Look, my dog points. Is that not cool or what, man? He's friggin' pointing. There's a cat usually behind that fence. But he was pointing at something else. Come on, son, do your business. He was stinking up the car on the ride. Disappear. Can't ever find him. Yup. It materialized into the universe, Caitlin. It disappeared into thin air. Don't ask me. Because I can't, there's no explanation for it. There is no explanation. I searched high and low. And I had 3 of them. I bought extras just in case this happened. And it didn't help me. It still turned out to be a failure. I still managed to, like, I'm down restricted to 1 friggin' leash now, and if this one breaks, I'm screwed. So I always got like something. I'll use a damn rope or something if I have to. You know what scared the heck out of me today? When I went to pick my friend up, I was kind of so happy to see him that I wasn't paying attention where I was driving, and I ran over his cat dish and squished it with the car. So right off the bat, he's kind of pissed at me, even though I'm doing him the favor. But you got to understand, I ran over his cat dish and squished it. He's probably thinking it's a good thing my cat wasn't out, but I would have saw a cat. I didn't see the dish. And then the dog hops out of the car, and remember, he's got like 20 cats. Chase the cats away. So now I got 2 strikes against me. But I'm more worried about the dog because he didn't have his harness on. That's his main identification. He has chips in him and stuff, but God forbid I'd never come down to that. But anyway, he doesn't have his damn identification on him. And we're a few miles from the house. I worry. And he's running after these cats, disappearing. And I don't know if you know where I live, but I pretty much rural, you know. I know the dog has scent and will find its way home, but as a father, you still worry. The dog's chasing after cats. The dog doesn't really realize that it might get lost or just lose track. It's like a child. All right, see ya. Bye, Caitlin. I'm glad you hung in there with me there, baby. So, but I'll just keep talking. So I was worried about the dog getting away, ran over my friend's dish. I'm batting 1,000 over here. He looked like he was ready to go too. He called me at 7:30 in the morning. And I told him noon. I got there 20 minutes early, so I kept my end of the bargain. But he was ready to go, man. Door locked. I told him I was on my way. I'm talking to myself again. It's all right. I gotta walk past this house and be careful. Oh, thank you. Somebody let me know they're there. Thank you. So, even though I'm the cool guy and did the favor, I'm the bad guy because I ran over his dish and was late, even though there was no time. I was on time. And my dog scared away his cats. Maybe that's why, oh, never mind. So, boy, I'm not used to driving in Philadelphia. I used to be a plumber, and I used to do service calls. I drive all over creation. But I'm not used to it, man, anymore. People are weaving in and out, man. I still going over 5 miles an hour over the speed limit, and people are right behind me, and he's telling me what to do. I trust him because he knows where he's going. He does this every day. So I'm tailgating somebody and I'm cutting lanes in and out. Nobody gave me the finger though, so I did okay, I guess. Especially on that turnpike where the speed limit was 70 and I'm doing like 75, 78. Got cruise control. People were passing me like I'm standing still, man. You better get over in that right lane. And you better pay attention because if you decide to switch lanes, people coming up at you at 150 miles an hour, they'll ram you. So, it's like a video game. That's what it was like. All these cars weaving in and out. I felt like I was back playing my Nintendo Asteroids or something, man. One of them games where you gotta dodge the rocks. I wish my gun had like a cannon. You push a button and the gun's lowered down. One of them gangster cars like James Bond. Man, that would be cool. I'm driving them Beagles crazy again. I'm doing it again. Listen, I gotta walk too. My dog was in the car all day. Look how cool my friend has frisbee golf. Is that not cool or what? It's got little like coffee can lids, and I toss them in there. So, real nice guy to me, man. He always drops me off food and stuff. Really nice. I guess that's how you're nice to people, you know? There's another guy that bought me a steak. Yeah, he's like, man, what could I get for you, man? And I said, nothing, dude. You know, just be my friend. And he went to a butcher and got me and somebody else a steak. Like a nice, you know, like T-bone or one of them things you cook at home on a barbecue, girl. So, you know, showing his appreciation, man. Friggin' A. I miss that guy, man. His name was Mike, and his second name began with an M. So I used to call him Eminem. You get it? Like Mike, and his second name began with, never mind. But I used to call him Eminem, and he liked it. Oh, I think my dog is going to go. Thank God. And I'm not near anybody's house. Good. So, Eminem, he split though. He used to live in here, and his old lady's, I guess, not feeling so well, and there's no pavements around here. So they went to the closest city, Freeland's, like 4 miles away, where there's pavements and asphalt, and there's a drugstore right there. So he stayed with her. He's still got the house in here. I keep an eye on it, but he's staying with her. Eminem, my boy, we got these gravel driveways. They're not blacktop, they're gravelly. Like 40-ton trucks come, they dump it off, you got to smooth it out, and that's your driveway. And I'm not joking when I say 40-ton trucks, because you got to buy like 10 tons minimum. So he gets like 40 tons delivered. And I guess he thought he was going to rake it in like a couple days or maybe even a week. Well, it took him like at least a month at like 3 hours a day. It almost killed him. I think he had a hernia from it. Dude got a hernia trying to freaking rake his rocks. And I wanted to help him, but I'm not doing that, man. You kidding me? You got to hire a bunch of young kids and pay them some money to do that. But he got it done, man. He raked his whole friggin' driveway out. Got all them rocks nice and smooth. Got the house painted. Fixed the deck up. And then he left. Go figure. So... oh, man. Okay, thank you. In case you were doing that, if there's a rhyme or reason behind that popping up to let me know I'm not alone. Thank you. Don't worry, thank you. I'm thinking of something to say. That's all I'm doing. I'm not giving up on you. Just gotta let me think a minute. I told you I write things down to talk about, but it's useless because it's got to come from the heart. If it doesn't come, you don't read a script. The whole reason I'm here is to tell you what goes on in my brain, not to read some sort of script. So, but anyway, I did write down movies. Some of my favorite movies. What the hell? Let's just talk about movies for a second. Like, my favorite movies were Officer and a Gentleman was a pretty good, respectful movie. And Shawshank Redemption was a good one. Now, me, I like Cheech and Chong Up in Smoke, but that's just me. Not the first original one. Not all the other ones after the original one. Oh, Harold and Kumar. Those dudes were funny. All three of them friggin' movies. I was going to die from hysterical. And the first time I saw it, I thought it was stupid, man. And I'm kind of like, you know, I can relate. I'm kind of like on the same page they are. And I still thought it was stupid. I had to watch it a few times. And then I really got the humor, man. Those two dudes are wild, man. Whoa, them writers. So yeah, the Harold and Kumar movies. If you never saw them, they sound like goofy names, but they're good movies. So all right, Back to the Future. I know these are old movies, but I'm an old dude. Back to the Future. Christopher Lloyd, Michael J. Fox. He was a young skateboarding kid, man, back in the day. If you ever watched the movie. And he actually sang that song. That was really him singing in that movie. Doesn't sound like him, but that was him singing. That was him playing the guitar. That was really him. That was a great movie, man. The dude named his dog Einstein. Yeah, that's true stuff, man. You name your dog after your favorite person. I named my dog Ace Frehley from Kiss. My dog before this one, no, the one before, 2 dogs ago, the dog's name was Ace from Kiss. My dog's Ace Space lead guitar dog. Yep. So, okay, thank you. Appreciate it. So I'm not seeing some of my other regulars, but I haven't been regular myself. I'm trying to do like a routine to you guys or whoever cares. Who the hell cares? But whoever wants to watch my stupid, ridiculous live streams, I'm trying to give you regular times. So I'm going to say like every day at 11 in the morning, my time, Eastern Daylight Savings Time, United States of America. 11 in the morning, I'll give you a good hour. That's another thing. I want to give you like an hour. 1 hour from like 11 to 12. Every day pretty much, as long as it ain't raining. No such thing as a weekend or a weekday to me. So I'm going to be with you 7 days a week. You know what I mean, right? And maybe I can't give you the midday one. I can't give a time on that because that'll vary. But right before I walk my dog around between 10 and 11 at night, I'll do my last live stream then. So those are 2 you can count on. The one in the morning from 11 to like noon, and the one at night from like 11 at night to like 11:30, maybe 11:45. Because I only take the dog out one last walk, and this is all weather permitting. I did a couple live streams from in the house, but I don't. It just doesn't feel right. I gotta be careful what I say, and I just like walking around and seeing what's around me. Gives me some stuff to talk about. Like I gotta hurry up right now because I'm driving a couple dogs crazy. Can't help it. I don't have one. The dog doesn't have one of them collars that jingle. But I guess me talking out loud and stuff. Oh, here we go. Somebody from back in the day, man. Yes, Derek, pal. I'm so glad you checked in because I felt like I was talking to myself for the longest time. Derek's a friend that goes back a long way with me, whoever else is with me here. And we go back a long way. I mean, riding tricycles, man. Out back of the house where my parents used to live and his parents, riding tricycles, smoking cigarettes now. Just riding tricycles. So my boy's checking in. Yeah, it's the truth. I know you can see, everybody can see that. Derek said, see, I was a baby. It's the truth. So I'm glad Derek's checking in. Derek, dude, I was just down your way. I was in Philadelphia today, Derek. We had to pick up a truck right at the end of the turnpike there, and I was going to stop by, but you know how that goes. I just wanted to get the hell home. The dog was in the car. Didn't feel comfortable, but we're home now. Everything's cool. So thanks, Derek, for checking in, bro. It's so cool. I met a few people this way. Not that I met, but I reconnected with a couple people. I don't know how the hell they're finding me, but I'm not complaining. Okay, I'm not complaining. I love it. I think it's the best thing in the world. But we're connecting. One guy corrected me today when I made a statement about OPEC. He texted me privately and told me what the deal was, but I was already past that conversation anyway. So it tells me that people are actually paying attention to good old Stale Shady. Right, Derek? Stale Shady? Right? Derek, I don't know why they call me stale, dude. I'm not a stale dude. But they still call me stale. I got pretty girls walking up to me. Yo, stale. Oh, my God. But you know what? I'm getting into it. I'm starting to like it now. You know, just the fact that they give you a nickname tells you they like you a little bit. You know, you're getting a little special attention. So it's cool. I'll be a stale dude. Like, you know, maybe I was supposed to come pick somebody up and I left them standing in the rain, but that doesn't make you stale, does it? Or maybe some dude wanted me to borrow $10 or something, and I had like a knot of cash on me, and I told him I was broke or something, but I'm still not a stale dude. And maybe I had like a carton of cigarettes and I wouldn't give the dude a cigarette, but does that make you stale? I don't think so. Everyone about, yep, Stale Shady. Don't listen to him. He's lying. They should call me. Oh, I got a good one for you. One time I was helping somebody out, and my boy on the line here called me your staleness. Like, instead of your highness, your staleness. And then when I walked out, when a couple people got back to me that day, it's like, did he just call you your staleness? Oh my God. That's funny stuff, dude. That's funny stuff. Oh my God. Yes, your staleness. Like, you know, something like, can you meet me at 4 o'clock, Derek? Yes, your staleness. Thank you, Derek. Thank you. Your staleness. Instead of your highness. Oh my God. That's funny stuff, dude. Only you could think of that, bro. Yeah. So good. Got a couple laughs for a couple minutes, didn't we? Oh my God. So I was down your way, man. Good old Philadelphia. The temperature shot up 10 degrees. The minute we passed the tunnel, it went up 5 degrees. And by the time I hit Philadelphia, I was ready to jump in a pool. Now I'm back here and I'm ready for a snowball fight. You know what I'm saying? So, no, I like it there. These are the papers I signed. This is the life I chose. And this ain't the place for a built-in pool, put it like that. It's a good place if you don't want to have an air conditioner. It's good for that. But not unless the pool's really heated and maybe enclosed. You might be able to get to use it 3 days out of the year. Then a pool's worth it. I started it, you say? No, I think you made that up, my friend. Because I am vain. I'm a vain person. But I don't think I made that one up. I might have, who knows? You know, all them times So if you say I made it up and I started it, then I'll say okay. So what else? What was I talking about? I forget. See, now that's real. That's the honesty in me, because I'm not reading some script. I have no idea where I'm going next in my conversation. I might sit there quiet for like a minute. But that's all right, because I was watching this video where this other guy's sitting in this yoga position, and that was his entire channel for hours and hours. No smiles, just wide-eyed. He didn't even look at the camera. Oh no, he might have looked at the camera, but he just sat there for like 4 hours every day. And that guy got a huge following somehow, man. He was on like talk shows. It's like they were talking about him. Like, I think, is he alive? Is he some sort of mental patient or something? You know? But yeah. So if that dude could sit through it without saying anything, and 30 seconds aren't going to kill you guys. Right, Gage Harper? I appreciate it, dude. You were the one running off with that other person the other day, I think it was. I let you guys take over the show. I walked into the store, I'm telling the counter person, these guys are talking on my live stream. I'm telling them to get a room. They took it over. But they didn't get it. They can't even, like, mix beer and milk without having a problem at that gas station I go to. The one that I left the nozzle in and drove off. I did that. I left the nozzle in. I filled up. At least I waited till the gas filled up. Pump stopped. Maybe I imagined that I took the pump out and stuck it back in the holder thing. Maybe I imagined that because I just drove off. Good thing, first of all, good thing the gas wasn't still pumping, but not even I could have done that. But the other good thing is they're all safety geared. So it popped right out. I had the windows down. I heard it. Good thing nobody else was getting gas at that gas station, because that was kind of embarrassing. And then the next time I went to get gas, I walked in with my head all tucked down because I was waiting for him to yell at me. But I don't think they even saw it. You know, they got insurance for that anyway. It's not like the place blew up. I don't think it didn't hurt the car, didn't hurt the gas pump. So, you know, welcome to Stale Shady's life, Gage Harper. True story. Did I tell you about the time I paid for the gas and drove off and never pumped it? That's a true story. And another time, I do this a lot. I let the dog out of the car from my morning stream, and I forget to close the door on the car. And I stream for like 3 hours. And when I come back, the door is still open. The car door is still open. I never closed it. I do that with the trunk a lot. Yeah, dude, lots of potholes, Derek. Oh, guess what, though, bro? They're going to put sand back on the lake after like 40 years. Unbelievable. They don't do the roads around here very well, but that's all right. Drive slow. I want you to drive slow anyway. My cats keep getting run over. So, yeah, lots of potholes. But they're putting sand back on the lake, bro. After like, I don't know, 30 years. So you're going to be able to bring like a beach blanket down and a radio, suntan lotion, pop open a beer or whatever, pina colada if you're a girl, fuzzy navel, put on some tunes, and get sun poison, cancer down by the lake because our atmosphere is gone. There's a hole in the ozone. I know, dude. 40 years, right? They're getting like 10 dump trucks of it, man. And they're going to put something underneath it so the weeds don't grow up, don't pop up through it. So I'll do live streaming. I'll show you guys that shit, man. Sorry for cursing. I'm trying not to curse. Got to keep it a little real, though, you know. Can't be such a goody two-shoes. This is real life over here. Sorry if I curse a little, but yeah, you better come up, man. See, I don't know who else is listening, but when that's a funny thing that Derek says that, because if you live in Philadelphia and you come to the mountains, they say drive up, like you're driving up a hill, and I guess you are. So what happened? The whole point I'm getting to here is when I first moved around here, they used to call me a mup ear. Now listen to that. I'm a mup ear. So I finally asked him after like 5 years, I go, why do you keep calling me a mup ear? And he goes, because all you guys from Philadelphia, when you come around here, you always say, I'm up here, I'm up here, I'm up here. So they don't really like us Philadelphia dudes, Derek. They don't really like it. Well, they do now, but at first they didn't. So they would call us mup ears. So I'm a mup ear, dude. Not anymore. I've been here like a long time now. I get to call you a mup ear. Okay? I still do it to my other half, because they do it too. Mup ear, mup ear. I said, don't be a mup ear, man. Didn't you get enough ridicule off that? You're being a mup ear. You got to get with it, dude. Get with the program. And there's other kind of the way they talk is so unique. I'm trying to learn it. Like they'll say, he been did that, man. Like he was trying to fix the lock, but he been broke that lock so bad. You know, that's just giving you an example. And I'm trying to learn it because I want to fit in, you know. I'm starting to fit in. It took a while. I'm probably starting to fit out now, and I'm doing this live streaming. I see this freaking dude walking around talking to a cell phone. So I fit in for a couple minutes. Now I'm fitting out. Whoever's giving me these hearts, I love you too. Man, probably Gage Harper, because I don't think Derek would do that. So it might be, I don't know. So thank you, Gage Harper. I love you too, man. I really do. One dude gave me his phone number, and I said, you shouldn't do that, man, because people are going to call you. So I hope he learned his lesson. And I secretly gave him my email address. I didn't check it yet, but I'll find out if he's getting in touch with me yet. This other dude, I was talking about him today, and he corrected me on what I was talking about. So I know you guys are watching me. You are all incognito. And the other dude told me to shave. F you, man. All right, I went home and shaved. And I'm going to shave tonight. Yes, I guessed it. Did I not guess that? You're all right. What? No. Oh, don't shave. Why not? I look 100 years older if I... You know? It's bad enough that I'm missing freaking teeth and I'm bald and ugly. I gotta shave. I gotta do something, dude. Ma'am. Honey. Mister. Sweetheart. Beautiful. There we go. That's good for everybody. F you, Derek. F you. You know, I walk like 20 miles a day, dude. Okay? You know I'm joking, right? And when I say F you. But no, I'll feed into it, man. I'll feed into it. Dude, I got a smartwatch. I know how far I walk every day. I don't have to guess. It's a minimum of 12, 13 miles a day. I love you too. Them hearts keep flying, man. Thank you. So, And not only do I walk all that, I got to run to the damn store 5 times a day. I can't do one shot. Hell no. 5 times. That's a little bit of running around, you know. And then, what else? Yeah, I got to take care of the that room that looks like the Amazon rainforest. And, yeah, make sure everything's right in the world. You know, make sure the house looks like, you know, it's decent, so nobody be embarrassed when somebody comes knocks for me. I don't got to be embarrassed because of the bowl of cereal with like a half full ashtray sitting on the table. So I do the dishes, and I'm thinking, can you smell the smoke? Trying to think of what to talk about next. I was walking my dog yesterday, and this other guy was trying to make his dog heel. And he was just, I think he was slightly aggressive about it. Because I saw the look on his face, and he looked like he was getting angry. And his lady friend spoke up a little bit too. But as I was walking by with my dog, he kept saying, heel, heel, heel. And the dog maybe wasn't paying attention. He sounded a little angry. That's it. Just changing the subject up on you. He was, Derek says. Oh, you guys are having a conversation. Okay, yeah. You can call me stale. I don't care. Here, check this out. This is a creek that runs past my house. Can you see that? Oops, there's a car coming. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll be very careful. Thank you. So, yeah, that's a creek. It runs right past my house. And we had a lot of rain, and it's up and flowing. I could jump in my kayak and go down that if I wanted to. Float right down to my house if I wanted to. Probably take about 3 minutes at that pace. Way faster than walking. Thanks, Derek. Isn't that cool, dude? You should have seen, oh, you did see my short. That bass was like 4 pounds that dude pulled out of the lake. He is such a mellow dude. He just sits in his chair, and I don't even think he gets up. He reels the fish in, sort of picks the line up, and takes the hook out of the mouth and throws it without even getting out of his chair. I don't even think he takes the cigarette out of his mouth. So, perfect picture of retirement right there. Didn't we do that? Yes, you did. I used to look out the back window at like 4 o'clock in the morning and see flashing lights in the middle of the lake. It was one of my boats. 4 o'clock in the morning, I see like flashing, must have been somebody's cell phone playing music or something, one of them Bluetooth things. They're out there fishing 4 o'clock in the morning. No such thing as sleep in my house. Because I used to invite the whole gang up when I used to live in Philly. The whole freaking gang. I'd go into like the local bar on a Friday night, say, what are you doing? They'd be like, nothing. I'm like, let's go to hell north, man. Got the whole place to myself. I'll sleep under the damn kitchen table if I have to, but you guys make yourself at home. And I did. I think I slept under the kitchen table a couple times. So, girls, guys, loud music, in and out. Maybe the girls were the only ones that used the bathroom. But, so the girls had, you know, and I would seriously give my room away. Like if there was a couple of a baby or something, I'd say, here, take my room. I'm probably sleeping under the kitchen table anyway. So, yeah. Usually like a keg party or something. You know, when you're young, you drink beer. Maybe when you're old too. I just haven't had a drink in a while. I'm going to stop saying that because nobody cares. But, I mean, I don't think anybody could ever say they had a bad time back in those days. Anybody that actually has been there will say, yeah, we had fun with that stale creep that makes me bum for cigarettes or something like that. See how stale I was, man? So you know it's kind of kidding, right? I'm trying to stick up for myself here. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. I can't go into detail because, well, we had fun. I'm just going to say all the fun stuff that won't get me 302'd or anything like that. But, yeah, they were good, man. I didn't care about the furniture or nothing. You know, so you could just crash or puke on my furniture. I didn't care. Piss your pants. There was one dude that always pissed his pants. Guess he got too drunk. So we tried to put him like in the corner. And we would take like the beer glass out of his hand and put like a bottle of ketchup in it. So when he woke up, he was holding like a bottle of ketchup instead of like a full beer. Another time they put shaving cream on the dude. Don't be the guy that falls asleep at a party at my house. You're done, dude. You're not allowed to fall asleep. You're getting the shaving cream. I think it's against the law. Oh my God, I wasn't going to say names, Derek. Okay, but he's probably dead, so. No, I think he's still alive, actually. He's definitely not watching YouTube, that's for sure. So, all right, yeah, it was Dano. It was him. Yeah. Oh my God. And then there's this diner around us. Real good diner. And that would be like one of the highlights of the weekend, like a Saturday morning breakfast. And then usually I'm still heavily into the white water thing, but I would get a bunch of rowdy people, and I had a big rubber raft, and I would let them go down the river and do their thing while I did my kayaking thing. He's in Wildwood. He's still alive. Love the diner. Yeah, wasn't that diner the bomb? Dude, that place almost shut down. The owner died on Christmas Eve. And left, and no will, no nothing. And everybody who worked, the whole place, the whole town of Whitehaven was shook. But to make a long story short, by some miracle, legal or not legal, I don't know how they pulled it off, but that place somehow came back to business. Rumors were flying that he donated it to the SPCA. He was only 40 years old and he had no family. And he had a heart attack on Christmas Eve. So that's a true story, man. And the diner came back. I'm not making this up. It's a true, maybe Christmas Eve, but it was right around Christmas, like one day before, the one day after. It was a lousy time for them people, sorry. And it was some miracle that diner came back. All right, I'm done with that. But the diner was good. Diner was definitely good. So that was one of the things we did on the weekend. And then as I was saying, I would get a whole gang and take them down that Whitewater River called the Lehigh. Probably guys never heard of it. It's not a famous river, but it's like a class 2+ Whitewater River. You know, you don't want to go through them rapids out of your boat. You know, you don't want to do that unless you have like a death wish. Then you might want to do that. So it's a fun river. And I would paddle my kayak down and I'd guide them down, and they would like do mad fishing. Like when you do when you do whitewater rafting, you're really not supposed to fish. You're supposed to just navigate the rapids. Well, these guys, they didn't even care about the rapids. They could care less. If they hit a rock and got stuck for an hour, that was fine. Excuse me. Come on, son, you can't go back there. Please, work with me here. If they hit a rock and got stuck for like an hour, that was fine by them because they would just fish right there for an hour. And then they would, damn, that's messed up. What's the matter, dude? So, I think I know. And, they would just catch mad fish. And by the time they pulled out of the river, they all had stringers with them. I don't know if you guys know what stringers are, but that's where you keep your fish, and to show off your catch, you kind of hold it up. All their stringers were full, and they all had licenses, so they weren't breaking any laws. The one dude, I'll never forget this. He was trying to get the hook out of the fish's mouth, and the fish wiggled real quick, and it pushed the hook right into his finger, and he couldn't get the hook out. Now you're 10 miles from anywhere, no hospital, no nothing. And I know it's only a fish hook. So listen, my friend just got it like a pair of pliers or a half-ass something. I don't know where they got the tool from. And they pushed the fishing hook all the way through. They couldn't clip it off, so they wiggled it off. This is without Novocaine or nothing. And my friend just took it like a man. And they got the hook out that way, man. I would have went to a doctor and got that done. And that's a true story. Yeah. You know who that was, Derek? Yep, he got it, man. He's right. Ha ha! Wait a minute. Don't call him fathead. Okay, it's all right. You're allowed. Adam, I'm glad you're back, dude. You're in the middle of a good story. Telling how my friend got his hand hooked. And we were in the middle of nowhere with a fishing hook. And they just had to push the barb all the way through the other side, and there was no pliers, and they just had to wiggle it. Oh my God. And he didn't scream or nothing. Hi, Adam. I said hi. Hi. I'm really glad you're here, dude. I'm seriously. I'm happy you're back. I really appreciate it. Honest to goodness. So I'm just sitting here with my dog, Adam, and I'm telling him about how all the wild antics we used to do on the Lehigh River and fishing and all that. If you weren't here earlier, I drove 150 miles today to a hot city of Philadelphia. And I just got back. Now I'm walking my dog. So, yeah, man, keeping you up to date here. What's up, man? How the hell are you? Remember the answering machines back in the day? Telephone answering device? I used to get like 3 of my friends. We used to make them outgoing messages. And the one dude would say, you know, when the person calls you, they hear a message. Well, that's what we were recording. And I got one friend to say, hi, this is Rich number 1. And Richie Romaldi, Derek, said, hi, this is Rich number 2. Then I had to get somebody else just to say my name. Hi, this is Rich number 3. None of the Riches can come to the phone right now, but if you leave a message, one of the Riches will get back to you. And we're all going, thank you. And we're like, thank you, thank you. Oh, it was funny, dude. Blaze, something moving you back? Not really. Kind of rocking, hyper. I'm a hyper person. But I'm cool. That's what it is. I'm a hyper person, dude. I can't sit still. But yeah, I hear you. Want to see my dog real quick, Blaze? I think Blaze is a cool name. Does it have anything to do with like fire? So yeah, I'm safe. What'd you say, Derek? You never could sit still. I know, I'm a hyper dude, Derek. Can't help it. But that's what makes me a good podcaster, wherever I'm doing live streaming. I can't sit still. I don't shut up. I pretend I'm on a radio show and there's really no video, because there really isn't. All you got is looking at some old fart that doesn't shave and some stupid dog. So there really is no video, so I gotta talk. Yeah, I know somebody else that has a dog named Blaze, but I wasn't gonna say it. Honest to God, I swear to God. I know somebody else that has a dog named Blaze, but I wasn't gonna say it. Okay. You said it first. So there's two dogs walking around named Blaze now. I bet you there's no other Ronies out there. My Roni's the only Roni. I was telling him, Derek, how I named my first dog Ace after Ace Frehley from Kiss. Ace from Kiss. Oh, I already did. How do you think I think up this crazy stuff? I'm just not gonna portray it or advocate it. So, but yeah, I'm with you there, cuz. How you supposed to go through life? I quit drinking. God, what do you want from me? Can't quit everything. So, I drink a lot of coffee. I don't take illegal drugs. So I'm proud of that. Yeah, so that's cool. Have fun. Yeah, Ace was the best. I named it after Ace Frehley from Kiss. Ace. Doesn't everybody do that? If you were like a genius, you would probably name your dog Einstein. If you like watch General Hospital, you'd probably name your cat Frisco. You know? If you liked, I don't know, Garbage, you would name your dog Shirley. You ever hear the rock band Garbage, Shirley Manson? I was in love with her. Oh my God, that English accent and that new wave music. Woo! Damn, I loved her. Her and Sheryl Crow. I was always partial to female bands. Yeah, Ace was the best, Derek, man. My boy. I gave him a good life. I had pictures of him going over the monkey bars and down the sliding board, but I lost him. I want to tell you guys all that. I trained my dog to go over monkey bars. Derek will tell you, he saw it. And I wasn't mean to him or nothing. He was one of them shepherds. He was part shepherd, and he wanted to do it, you know, a little bit of training, and he got it. He went over the monkey bars all by himself, and he would go up and down the slide, up the steps of the sliding board and slide down. All the little kids in the playground were like clapping. And my dad, this old man, when I was not around, my dad would take him to the playground because it was right near our house, and he would make the dog do that. So my dad felt like a big shot, you know, making the dog. He would also jump over like a chain link fence, my Ace. I used to say Ace-a-Roni, and that's how I got Roni for this dog. That's where Roni came from, because everybody used to say Ace-a-Roni, Ace-a-Roni. And then so I just cut out the Ace part and made it Roni this time around. Yeah, dude, I loved Ace too, man. He was the best. I know everybody says that, but my dog was really the best. I mean, this dog, he didn't get neutered, so he had an urge to go out, and he would disappear for a couple days, and I'd be all worried. And Derek said he would see the freaking dog like 5 miles from my house, like across some river or something, chilling out at somebody's barbecue. Swear to God, Ace was a cool dog, man. Come home. I go out on the motorcycle chasing him. Yeah, that high school around us, Colonel Doherty's fence. That was like an 8-foot chain link fence, and my dog was able to go over it on command. I'm glad you said that, Derek, because I was going to say that to everybody, but I didn't want to like bring it up. Maybe, I don't know, but that's the truth. So I gave up training this dog here. This dog just does what it wants. I don't think Cesar Millan could help me with this dog. It just does what it wants. The dog's training me. I'm not training the dog. The dog is training me. It, like, I have to follow it at certain times, or I got to stop my walk, or time to feed it, or take my collar off, or brush me, you know, right away. It looks at me like, right away, you got to do this. And I do. I jump. Right, I get up real quick and I jump and I do what the dog tells me to do. So you know, that's karma coming back, because I was training my dog. My last dog was kind of serving me. Well, now I'm serving my dog. So that's karma coming full circle, baby. You know, full circle. It's okay. I love it. I deserve it. I deserve whatever happens to me. I deserve. I say that to myself all the time, especially when I'm lazy. Say like I throw a piece of paper toward the trash can and it misses. Well, I deserve to go pick it up because I'm so lazy that I couldn't get up and throw the piece of paper out to begin with. You know? So you deserve whatever you get. Say you don't, I don't know. But everything, everyday life. Because I'm being lazy and try to take a shortcut, I wind up doing twice as much work. That never fails. Every time. I was going to make a separate channel called I'm Lazy. And think of all the lazy friggin' things I do that come back to bite me. Come on, son, we got to go. Come to bite me in the ass. He did follow you everywhere, Derek. My dog followed everybody everywhere. It's like he had 100 owners. I was the main owner, but there were like 20 other owners. They probably fed him, took him to the vet, got him a haircut, you know, clipped his nails. Hey, Miss H.E. with lots of R's. I'm glad you're back, you know. I've been streaming for like well over an hour, and we talked about a lot of things, man. But I'll repeat myself, hon. I will. Maybe not today, but I'll just keep repeating myself over and over and over and over and over again. Just real quick, I drove down to Philadelphia, 150 miles, talking about the parties I had at my house when I would invite all my lunatic friends up, and I'd wind up sleeping under the kitchen table. I had this old dog long time ago that had like 10 freaking owners, and it knew all kinds of cool tricks, and my dad would take it to the playground, and the dog would jump over the fence and go down the sliding board and over the monkey bars. Not exaggerating here, the dog would do that. Trained it to do that. My dad would take it down, and the little kids would run up to the dog and pull its tail and yank on its ear. Yeah, man. If that dog could give out autographs, it would. My dad had a great rapport with Ace. Feed him, drank beer. Yeah, I know, your dad told me. Got my damn dog drinking beer. He told me, Derek. He told me. He waited till, like, you know, the dog was long gone. He didn't tell me when the dog was still alive, but he told me. Yeah, I miss your dad, bro. But, all right, we won't talk about that. I used to relate real good with him. If there was nobody out front, I would do the same thing I'm doing now with my man's dad. And he would tell me his stories right back. We used to just shoot the shit back and forth constantly. So yeah, that's what's up, Miss H.E. with lots of R's. I'm also going to tell everybody who actually cares that I'm going to have regular times. I'm going to try to stream every day at 11 o'clock my time, Eastern Daylight Saving Time. Definite, every day at 11, probably till like 12. I'm going to try to arrange it like a radio show, you know, of actual hours. Yeah, right, you know. Who the hell am I? Anyway, and I'm going to do it again right before I walk the dog around 11 o'clock at night. So 11 and 11. And then somewhere in between, but I can't give a time on that. So 11 in the morning, you get an hour with me if you want. Probably no, but... And I'm also warning you people who want to stay away from my channel at that time. Look out, because I'll be on 11. And 11 at night. So, but thank you, Miss H.E. with lots of R's. I'm sure you're a lovely person because you always, oh, thank you. I appreciate it. So those will be the times. I try to schedule one of them live streams. You could actually schedule it, but I fouled it all up. I don't know what happened. You actually put a time in there and the phone's supposed to automatically turn on, but I don't know what happened. So I gave up on that one. But cool, I appreciate it, man. I so appreciate it. I really do. It's nice to get out and talk to different people and just, you know, say what's on your mind. Try to bring up subjects because that's what I go off of, I think, mostly. If somebody tells me to talk about something, then I can usually go off in that direction for a couple minutes. But I'm just, you know, just thinking of stuff to say right now. Anything just to pass the time. Trying to treat it like a radio show, like there's no video. You know, all you could do is really hear. So you, even though I'm like horrible to look at or whatever, and a stupid dog in the background, at least you could hear something, you know. And try to forget about how we look. Just listen to my voice and listen to how I relate, and that's where you'll find the love. Okay? That's where the love comes in at. It's in my brain. It's not in my looks. The love is in my soul. Even though Derek thinks I'm a stale dude. See what he's saying there? Okay, I'll talk to you, bro. I do love you, cuz. Come back sometime. All right, have a great day, Derek. So Miss H.E. with lots of R's. You know, they used to call me stale. I'm not a stale dude. I'm really not. Even though I'm not letting my dog sniff something. It's probably like something he shouldn't get into. Try not to be a stale dude, but sort of got that name. So I just went with it. Fuck it. If they're going to call me stale, I'm sorry. I don't want to curse. But if they want to call me stale, let them call me stale. I don't care. Actually, I like it. Who am I kidding? Working, catch up with you tomorrow. Yeah, I heard you, Derek. Thank you, bro. Thanks for checking back in, man. Tell everybody I said what's up, man. Get the word out. Everybody back at the bar. Tell them to tune me in if you're still there. I talked to a couple of my exes, man. They would get a kick out of this, what I'm doing now. Yeah, man. Boy, I would love for them to see that. All them people. Because I was a character in the bar. When I used to hang out at the bar, I would joke around and be a clown. Somebody going off in the wrong direction. So now that I've got all this attention, not all this attention, but somebody, there's like 10 billion people on YouTube, so somebody's got to be watching. I get to be a goofball in front of somebody, so I'm having a lot of fun with this. I'm really addicted to it, and I can't wait to chat with you guys. I'm trying to get a sidekick in with me, and we both live stream, but I'll talk about that later. I think that would be a lot of fun, man, because two heads are better than one. You know, when I shut up, maybe the other dude could say something. Anybody's got the guts to live chat with me, I'll open up one of them things where you can show your picture too. I don't know how to do it yet, but I think that's one of the options you have, is you could actually invite somebody in. Do you know about video games? I was asked that before, and I'll answer it again. I used to love Asteroids and Defender and Nintendo. I used to be able to finish them Nintendo games, man, like Gradius. It took me like 6 months. You had to go through like 5 stages or 6 stages. And if you were real good and you could play the game from the beginning to the end, it still took like a half hour. Even if you did everything right, it took like a half. And Castlevania, I was able to finish that. And there was a bunch of other ones too, like Zelda and all that. So yeah, I'm back in the day, Jonathan Carpenter. That was back in the day. All right, bro. You too. Well, listen, I'm getting back close to my house anyway. So, Miss H-E with lots of R's. U-M-M. U-M-M. So yeah, I'll try to live stream again. I've been neglecting my shorts too. But I was busy all day, so that's my excuse. But I gotta start making shorts again because that's how I got here in the first place. So I can't forget that. Gotta do them shorts. But this is fun. I have way more fun with this than doing shorts. But I gotta keep doing the shorts. Maybe if I get enough subscribers someday and enough people tune into my live stream, I'll give up on the shorts and I'll just do live streams. But I gotta have, oh boy, that would be so much fun if I could talk to like 10 people at once. Oh my God, that would be fun. I would just go through one name at a time and answer questions the best I can. And boy, I really hope it works up to that someday. Probably if I get like, a couple thousand subscribers, it might actually be like that instead of talking to one person for 3 hours. But I appreciate it. Trust me, if it wasn't for you, then I wouldn't even be doing this. But trying to get a lot of people. And then sometimes I get real paranoid and I don't know what to say. The whole thing of it is you just got to pretend that you're like just by yourself and talk like you normally would, as if like you did your whole life before you even heard of live streaming, and that'll be good enough. Because what goes on in my mind is quite entertaining, to say the least. Here comes my neighbor. I gotta wave. Hi! My neighbor. Gotta say hi. He's a nice guy, man. Older guy. He's kind of in charge around here, and I feel sorry for the dude because he's trying to make some people happy, but other people aren't happy. And whoever gets that job that has to run this joint around here, that's not easy, because you're gonna have people that hate you no matter what, how much good you do. The only way I would ever take this job of running this place around here is if I hit the lottery for 200 billion or something, because then I wouldn't charge any fees because we have to pay to get our trash or whatever. I would let people slide on that for a couple years. I would fix up all the roads. I would fix the beach, so everybody would like me. But I'd have to have $1 million, so that ain't happening. $1 million, hell, you have to have 10 million to get started. But that's what I would do, man. And then everybody in Hickory Hills, Pennsylvania, this rural gated community, they might all finally agree on one person running the joint. That's the only way it's ever going to happen, because you please some of the people some of the time, but you can't please all the people all the time, and that's a fact of life, Jack. And get used to it, because you're trying to say please your in-laws, but you're pissing your wife off, or vice versa, so you're never going to win. So I just try to please the dog. And of course you got to make yourself happy. That's the most important thing, is you got to make yourself happy. Once you do that, then you could try to start making other people happy. So listen, I'm about to go in. I've been on for over an hour. I'm going to come back on definitely, if it ain't pouring rain, at 11 o'clock. I got this light and everything shine on my face, even though it's got ugly. And I'm going to do that. And then every day at 11:30, look, I'm coming to my front door, and it's starting to rain anyway. So listen, I love all you guys, man. I really have fun with you all. So I'll talk to you later. See you, bye.